show them we can rise from ash. Jade, lavender, and scarlet phoenix power. Together we will rise. They tried to burn us, we bloom like a flower. They didn't know we had a phoenix's power. Phoenix power.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jade Phoenix. I'm in the Griffin's nest with the Griffin himself, Crimson. Hi, bud. How you doing?
Hello, hello. How's it going?
How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
How's the heat treating you?
Toasty.
It's toasty.
It's toasty.
I don't like it.
I'm okay.
I'm not.
I tolerate it.
I'm not a fan of heat. The funny thing is, if it gets too hot, I get asthma attacks.
Yeah.
So I cannot deal with extreme temperatures because the same thing happens if it gets too cold.
Yeah.
So I have to have that happy medium where, for some reason though, the cold doesn't bother me anywhere near as much as the heat does. I don't know. It's a weird thing, but you're from like a semi-tropical place, I guess. Or just nice.
It's 50-50. It gets cold during the nighttime and then well, not like freezing cold, but just chilly during the nighttime and then pretty warm during the daytime. So
That's good. That's good. But other than that, you're all right. You doing good? You
Yep.
having a nice time?
yep. How about you?
I'm good, actually. A little tired, We've been running around doing a lot of crazy things, running around, foiling plans.
Foiling plans?
Foiling plans.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you guys aren't following us on our social media by now, I don't understand why. We've been putting out so much quality content for you. Interviews, photographs, like funny videos, like come on.
Come on.
How you not getting into it? I mean, and you can find us on every single social media platform. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, which we, haven't really been using lately, but we're gonna start because I'm in the middle of working on my gaming setup, so that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, like, I kind of want to start, since today's topic is about TCGs, I kind of want to start streaming on Twitch, playing TCG games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, people use all sorts of stuff nowadays to do that, and it shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, I mean, there's stuff even to make it more cost effective, if for those who just want to test out decks, there's also a tabletop simulator as well.
Yeah. I just downloaded that phone game, Magic the Gathering Arena.
Yeah.
I am going to start trying to play it. For some reason, it wasn't allowing me to sign up.
I was having a weird issue with my desktop version. It wasn't letting me open it.
Yeah, it kept telling me as I'm trying to sign up for this that I had an invalid email.
For me, it was saying that something went wrong or whatever, trying to open it up or whatever. I looked it up. I had to go through a couple loops on that just in order to even open it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had one of my, funny enough, one of my students that I teach, he is big into, he's a huge Magic the Gathering fan. And he even mentioned to me, just like after I had mentioned that, he was just like, oh yeah, I know about that same issue when it comes to desktop versions. Most likely you have to go into the file somewhere and then just do a little bit of messing around with it. I'm like, oh my God, if I have to do that,
honestly, yeah, no. That's the other thing. Like, if I can't get this to work later or tomorrow, I'm just going to delete the app and not even bother.
Honestly, again, it's one of those things where I treat the same way I would treat Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links or Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. You're gonna spend some level of money regardless.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Because in some
I already
extent,
waste too much money on Magic.
the reason why I say that is because a lot of stuff, especially when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I mean, granted, you can get in-game currency.
Yeah.
By playing generally, but it's not as fast. You're gonna take a while to build a deck that you might want.
Really?
A little bit. That's why I say tabletop simulator. Honestly, it's good for multiple reasons.
Okay.
For one, it you can get it easily on Steam, so it's very accessible.
I do have a Steam Deck, which I'd have to steal from DigiNan.
But you can even do it on PC too.
Well,
Which
yeah, I mean, with the PC that you gave me for Christmas, I should be able to do it.
yeah, oh yeah, that should be no problem for that computer.
Yeah. I mean, what about on the Switch too?
No,
Aww.
it's a little bit more demanding than a Switch 2.
Boo.
So, but that being said, what's really cool about the tabletop simulator is that you can play more than just one game.
Okay.
Like you can literally in the workshop portion of Steam,
Yeah.
you can include a multitude of different games. If you for instance, I don't know, if you want to play Yahtzee, I'm not saying there, I'm pretty sure there's a couple of Yahtzee fans. I'm not really too big on it.
I used to play Yahtzee on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have that. They have the tabletop workshop section for that, and you can literally just import that file for it.
Yeah.
And you can literally start a lobby with your friends, and then it'll set up a Yahtzee table.
That's pretty cool, considering I play Uno on the PlayStation all the time.
I think you can also play Uno on that game.
Say less.
And a bunch of other games too. You can even play. I think heck, you can even play a session of D&D. I think if you, there's even there. Yeah, and obviously that this is all digital and everything, but everything is 3-dimensional. So it's not like it's like a top-down view of the whole thing. And
That's actually pretty cool because I
Yeah.
remember years ago,
Mhm.
I think it was for the PlayStation 3.
Mhm.
I want to say for PlayStation 3. They put out the very first and the only Magic the Gathering video game.
I think I remember seeing that.
Yes. It was Magic the Gathering Duel of the Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
I had it. I think I still have it somewhere. And it was really fun because it kind of introduced a way of playing that we do now, which is the commander style.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still sticking to standard rules in a way. So it was kind of nice. But you
Okay.
would play as a different planeswalker, and obviously you would play against other planeswalkers, like the main characters in the legends and lore of Magic.
Okay.
I would always play as Jace,
Okay.
because why not?
Yeah.
And you would build your deck over time by gaining levels and beating other people, kind of like the way that you could in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah.
Like you could take a card from a vanquished foe or whatever in like the TV show.
I know what you're talking about. I mean, that's usually how a lot of the old retro games for Yu-Gi-Oh played.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's not even like that anymore. You unless it's like Duel Links. Duel Links kind of does that,
Yeah.
but to really gain a lot of I guess in-game currency, you had to probably play more up against like actual people.
Well, yeah, but also keep in mind, if we're going back to these days, it was early in the player-to-player mindset,
Mhm.
because PlayStation 3 was the first one that allowed you to do it
What to play up against
on
what?
the internet.
No, I think PlayStation 2 had its own internet function. It wasn't the best.
No, it was not the
dog
best,
shit.
but PlayStation 3 was the one that was more seamless. So you were
Oh
able
yeah, no, it was more refined.
Right. So you were able to go through the PlayStation Network and find other people to play.
Yeah.
So that was cool. The connections were terrible because we didn't have what we have now. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, obviously, like, we're going back. I mean, the PlayStation 3 has to be at least 15, 20 years ago.
Probably even more than that.
No, I'm going to look that up. I'm looking that up.
Yeah.
No.
Has to be more than 15 years, huh?
No.
I promise you.
No, please
The
don't make.
PS4 was already around by 2014,
Okay.
which means that would be over 10 years ago.
No, stop it.
That had to be over 12 years ago for sure.
Stop it. No, it is exactly 20 years ago. Almost
knew
exactly
it.
20 years ago. It came out November 17th, 2006.
I remember because I traded
Oh
in
my
so
God.
many, and I regret it till this day. I traded in so many things of my old retro console stuff to get PlayStation 3.
Really?
Yeah, with Guitar Hero. That was my first ever game that I got on the PlayStation 3.
I loved that game.
Guitar Hero 3.
Loved that game. It was so
was
good.
It was so worth it. But
Gee.
at the same time, I'm also beating myself up because I traded in my GameCube, my original.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. I'm looking up because like we're going on a tangent here. But
Yeah.
PS3 was a huge technological leap for its time. It introduced built-in Blu-ray disc playback, helping Blu-ray win the high-definition format war. It had the free, at the time, free online multiplayer through the PlayStation Network.
Oh man, I love that.
That was the introduction to the PlayStation Network. PlayStation 2 didn't have it.
Yeah. No, PlayStation 2 didn't have it. They had a network function, but you had to buy an adapter and then hook it up to the back of the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
I remember this. And it was all through Ethernet. This wasn't even wireless.
Yeah, no. It included Wi-Fi. PlayStation 3 had Wi-Fi. The 60 gigabyte model,
Yeah.
which sold for $600 back then, was
Oh yeah, that was an atrocious price point on that PlayStation 3.
yeah, it included Wi-Fi, a memory card reader, and hardware support for many PlayStation 2 games. So the PS3 was backwards compatible.
Oh, it was, but there was for some reason it was weird. Like it was backwards compatible. I got one that was backwards compatible.
I
They
did
said
too.
it was, but for some weird reason, I tried to hook up a PlayStation 2 game and it wouldn't work. I don't know why.
The game might have been rammed.
No,
That's weird.
I tried it on my. I played it in one of my other PlayStation 2 games or a PlayStation 2 consoles.
Yeah.
and it worked fine.
Yeah, because I distinctly remember the PlayStation 3 coming out at the same time as the 360 and the Wii.
And you know what really made it suffer though was that price point.
The price point.
If they had released it,
They
for
had the
same
20
price-
gigabyte model. You could get the 20 gigabyte model
Yeah.
for $4.99. Then you
Re-
get 60 that included everything that you needed to be on PlayStation Network.
Remember when games used to take up less memory?
Yeah. You remember when we could fit everything on a fucking memory card?
I still got them right there.
So
I'm
do I.
looking right at them.
So do I.
Yeah.
But oh my god. So this game I know for a fact came out for PlayStation 3 and I used to spend hours playing that game because remember we're going back to 2006.
Yeah.
I'm a couple years out of high school, you
Yeah.
know. One of the big things that we did back then was we played Magic.
yeah.
The game. We played the actual game. So to satisfy the craving of me not being able to sit down at a table with my crew and play a fucking game of Magic, I played that on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
You know? And then time just kept going and I stopped playing the game and took a big hiatus from playing the actual Magic game. And now here I am, 20 years later, back in the game, baby. Like Magic just dropped their Marvel, the next installment in their Marvel universe, and I was doing some research on it. It turns out that Wizards of the Coast has entered into a contract with Marvel where every year they have to drop as one of their universes beyond, or at least one of their sets that they drop, a Marvel set.
Okay.
Yeah, that was actually
mean-
just released at MagicCon Amsterdam. Like ahead of time, it was like a secret that was dropped, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, we knew it."
Honestly, I see it as a good power move for both sides.
How you figure?
So, one, Marvel gets advertisement from the card game.
Yeah,
So that's a big plus for them,
Like,
especially
it
for
needs
any
it.
of their movies and stuff like that.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
And then not only that, you have a lot of people who aren't really too crazy about Magic the Gathering.
yeah, they don't
Getting
even know how
now-
to play.
And besides not even knowing how to play, but now their interest gets piqued when they get to play their favorite Marvel characters.
Yes, maybe, but here's the thing, and this is what I said from jump when they introduced it a couple years ago at New York City Comic Con.
Yeah.
They started advertising. This was before the Spider-Man set came out.
Yeah.
They started advertising it, and you could get an exclusive card at New York City Comic Con if you did certain things.
Yeah.
They had run out of the card by the time I went to the installation,
Yeah.
so I was pissed. So I was like, since when does Magic the Gathering have superheroes in it? And, you know, my friend pointed out that there was a couple of crossovers, like, you could, you know, they had the Transformers crossover for, you know, at
Yeah.
one point. They've had the Warhammer. They've had, what's the other ones that they've had? The Assassin's Creed. They've
Yeah.
had Fallout. Like they had all these before they dropped Spider-Man. And I distinctly remember saying this to DigiNan. That is going to destroy Magic. And he was like, why? It could be fun and get more people into the game. I go, no, I don't disagree with you.
Mm-hmm.
What I know is going to happen, he goes, what? I go, Magic's going to become Pokemon.
And here's why I would disagree with that.
I'm listening.
With the way things are set up with Magic, you don't see the scarcity the same way.
Yeah, you do.
I don't. I have not seen. If we really want to get into it, anytime I go and I'll use my own target next close to where I am. Anytime I go there, don't get me wrong. It's not like I don't see
Scalpers.
well, I wouldn't say scalpers. It's not like I don't see anything for Magic the Gathering. I see maybe a thing or two.
Uh-huh.
Not a lot, but it's there. Pokemon stuff?
Gone.
All I see is just a tumbleweed coming by.
The window.
Gone. Everything before in a blink of an eye. You won't even get to the fucking cards by the time, like, you can wait on a line all night. You won't get to the fucking.
People do.
No,
It's
no, I'm saying
disgusting.
you can wait on a line all night and then end up not getting anything.
Explode.
That's the shit that I would. You don't understand.
I do.
If I had to wait on a line and I didn't end up getting shit,
I'd be pissed.
oh, I would fuck up one of the scalpers and steal his shit.
People
Like-
do that.
No, I'm saying like I would rock his shit, take 2 boxes and then leave. Like,
Nope.
You're gonna
and you know
give
what's
me that.
funny? And I'll throw the money right at him too. MSRP. That's
Oh my
it.
god.
It's like, here's your fucking money.
Just throw it on him like a used whore.
Yeah, it's just like fucking hoe. Like,
Nah, I get it. I
but
mean,
like, it's ridiculous.
okay,
Like,
I'm saying it. It could become that. It could, because I'm noticing it more. I'm noticing it more that everybody knows the Phoenix Gate goes to conventions. We go to card shows. You and I just went to one this last weekend.
the Sunday, yeah.
Right. We went to a card show. It was decent, but
Before
it was
we talk on that though, like,
yeah, we're not getting there. We're not getting there yet. But I'm just saying, like, it is getting harder and harder to, as a person who owns a store, runs a store, to get my hands on allocation and distro for Magic the Gathering. So, and when I do it, it's very, very hard to get a large amount.
That's also so my thing with that, and this is why I said like I don't agree on it becoming as bad as Pokemon.
No, it's not going to be anywhere near that.
It's
but it
going
could
to
be.
so this whole thing with the Universes Beyond,
I don't like it.
you don't like it, that's fine. You're entitled to your opinion on that.
No.
I disagree because for one of two reasons. One, just because it has superheroes and just because it has like all this stuff, it's not going to make it appealing enough for, let's just say, younger kids. And I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it a buck with everybody out there. Like, little kids are not going to be crazy about this.
Oh no.
Main reason being is because I've tried to get my nephew into Magic. I tried to get him to play, and
How old is your nephew?
he's at least like 14.
Oh,
So he's a teenager.
okay.
So, but that's the thing. Like, I told him, it's like, hey, I got some of the ones that they have Marvel superheroes in it. It's like, oh, and he's like, oh, cool, but I'm not interested in the card game at all. I wouldn't be too crazy about it. I'm like, oh, okay.
But that's actually kind of funny because the opposite case happened with our friend Mazakine's kid. Also 14 years old. And before he even knew that Marvel had decks,
Yeah.
he was playing and we got him into it. And he keeps asking Mazakine, Mom, when are we going to play again? We even
So-
got Mazakine into it. Hell,
That's-
I got you into it.
So that's the thing. And it's one of those things, too, is that I don't see. So here's two things.
I'm listening.
With I'm gonna touch on the scalping part, and then I'm gonna touch on the interest to the people's interests. Right?
Touch it.
So when it comes to the interest, it could be a hit and miss depending on who it is,
That's fair.
right? Because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Pokemon's so much fucking easier to play than, and people don't even realize that. Now, granted, people don't even because as simple of a game as it is, there's still a lot of kids that still don't play it.
You know, it's funny. I actually do defer to you when it comes to actual gameplay.
Yeah.
Because you know how to play Pokemon. You know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! You know how to play Digimon. I taught you how to play Magic, and now you're better at it than I am. Fuck you, by the way.
Listen,
Absolutely fucking hate
I had
that.
to be fighting in the trenches with all the fucking sweaty ass Yu-Gi-Oh players. It feels nice to be able to go into a different card game and I'm just decimating.
Hate it. I hate it.
Listen, I until you seen what I had to go through with
I
Yu-Gi-Oh.
do see it. You forget.
No. You have not seen a Yu-Gi-Oh game. You have not.
Okay, you don't know.
I've only talked about it.
Honey, dearest, love of
Go
my
ahead.
life. You don't understand what I used to see back in the day at the game stores that I used to go to. Let me finish.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Let me finish.
Finish, and I'm
'Cause you
gonna
got
tell you.
that-
I'm
you
gonna
got that
tell you.
thing.
I got that
face.
thing. Go.
You got that face
Go
on.
ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
There was a place that I used to go to in Manhattan all the time back
Okay.
in the early 2000s.
Oh, woman, you don't even know how much it has changed. But continue.
Okay, I started going in the early 2000s and I kept going till I want to say about when I
Early 2000s.
yeah, so I would probably say that I started going there around 2003, 2004 and I kept going there until about 2008, 2009.
I wish, and I'm gonna say this for everybody, and I know
Yeah.
the Yu-Gi-Oh players, whoever they are out there that are listening, they're gonna agree with what I'm saying, and they're probably gonna say exactly what I'm saying.
Okay.
I wish the game was like it was in the early 2000s.
Okay, well, let me finish.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm just saying that.
Need to finish. So I would go there, I would play Magic. Obviously, I didn't know how to play the other games. I was never interested in the other games. I only wanted to play Magic.
Yeah.
And I was one of the only females ever in that shop.
Yeah.
So I got to sit back sometimes when I was waiting for people to come in who would
Yeah.
play, or I was waiting for my friends to come in so that we could play. I would watch and I would people watch and I
Yeah.
would see some of the most people sit down, and I have an insanely good sense of smell.
Yeah.
Crimson knows this. I smell
Yeah.
things that like are just so it's insane. So when they would sit down, I would get sometimes this waft,
Ugh.
and
Yeah, I know.
they would always sit across from me, and they'd be like, "What you playing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm waiting on Magic players." "Oh, you don't want to play Yu-Gi-Oh?" "No." "Why don't you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh?" "I have no interest in the game." So what, you think you're better than me because you play Magic?"
Yeah.
Literally, my answer at one point to one of these guys, because he was a regular too, I looked at him, I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "I would decimate you in Yu-Gi-Oh." I'm like, "You probably would, but you would never beat me in Magic." And he's like, "I could." "No, you can't." And he's like, "I could." I'm like, here's one of my spare decks. Try. I beat him within frickin' 3 turns.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Do you have anything else to add on to that?
So the store itself closed down in about, I think, 2008, 2009.
Okay.
They couldn't afford the rent, and we are talking Midtown Manhattan at this point.
Yeah.
And also I was getting real heavy with the fire department and working all the time. I never had the time to go.
Yeah.
And when I was off, I didn't want to. So, I just wanted to sleep. So
Yeah.
I kind of fell back into playing the old game, the
Yeah.
Planeswalker game, but even that bored me. So eventually I just put down the cards and stopped playing.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up the cards again until I want to say 2014, 2015 was when I picked them back up again, and I found another shop.
Mm-hmm.
Never went back.
Why?
The smell,
Oh my God.
the people, the smell, and just the weird vibe. And then on top of that, nobody was really playing Magic. They were only playing Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh.
Really?
Really?
2014, they were playing Digimon?
Yeah.
What fucking card game? Which
It was
one?
down in the village.
No, even then, so which Digimon fucking card game were they playing?
I have no idea. But I think it may have been more Yu-Gi-Oh than Digimon, if I
well,
remember
I
correctly.
understand that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised
But
by
the
that.
Magic player was so rare at that point. The store itself barely stocked any Magic products. They had Pokemon, you know, of course everybody does, but it was mostly like Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon, and then they also had tabletop gaming like for D&D and the dice and Warhammer and all that stuff. All those things because it was very big with that. And
Yeah.
I think that place is still there. I think it's across the street from. I can't remember, but I'll think about it later on today. But my old lady brain, I'll find whatever. They might still be there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope they still are because that was a great fucking shot, believe it or not. But I get what you mean when it came to the horrors that I have never experienced. You're absolutely right because I would remove myself before I experienced the horrors.
That's the thing. When you told me, oh yeah, like I saw a couple of the games played like in the early 2000s. I'm not even exaggerating when I say this. I wish the game was like how it was in the early 2000s.
Emotional.
It has gotten to the point where it's so overly complex. In the early 2000s, it was damn near impossible to TKO or sorry, let me use the correct terminology.
Ooh.
FTK, first turn kill your opponent. It was almost impossible unless you pulled like something like the 5 pieces of Exodia right off rip in your first hand. There was no way you would FTK that easily.
No.
Now? Oh my god.
I mean, you could do it in Magic if you had the right card, but that card has since been banned.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Again, it's even harder in Magic to do that. I've looked at games and I've looked at FTK decks. You would have to pull the perfect fucking hand.
Yeah.
With Yu-Gi-Oh, it's like once you get a certain type of card, it all chains. Everything chains. Like you do this, oh, it changed this ability and it changed that ability. And yeah, it's a domino effect.
No.
It's a full-on domino
she
effect.
wasn't
So you
ready.
go, it goes to this and that and
She
this and that and this and that.
wasn't
Then by
ready.
the time you know it, your opponent has a full board of monsters.
You're lying.
And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? And we're not even talking about like, oh, monsters with like 1,500 attack or no, like we're talking about like 2,500 plus
What?
for each creature.
Ew.
This is what I'm fucking saying. And then what's even crazier
Mm.
is that they'll even pass the turn. Well, usually the first person to play, they can't attack either way. But let's just say they stack their board. Oh, you try to play a card? Okay, that monster actually counters that. So you can't, it completely useless. Okay, I'll set this card down. That card also counters that. Get it? My point exactly. I see your face, and I'm like, I'm not joking when I say this.
No, I do not disbelieve you. There is no disbelief. It's more just like, why would anybody want to play that game?
You could play a monster if it has an ability. Oh, my other creature counters that ability. It nullifies it.
I don't
I'm
wanna
like,
do
yo,
that.
what the fuck? Like, it makes it pretty much. It makes it just not fun to play.
No, and that's kind of the other reason why I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh! I never got into Pokemon. I never got into Digimon. There are other card games out there that like are new and I'm tempted to get into, but I'm terrified because I'm already seeing that you have to spend thousands of dollars just to have a playable deck.
I will say this.
Riftbound is one of them.
That's a League of Legends game. I already know.
I've never actually played League of Legends.
I already know League of it's I already know that game's more for a League of Legends player.
I don't play.
Obviously you don't play. I don't really play either. I maybe played it once and then that was about it and I was just like I don't fucking like this.
No, I was not a League of Legends player. I was a what's the other game that's like I was a Smite player. I played
Smite's good. I actually played Smite. I actually like playing the Egyptian beetle. I keep forgetting his name.
Kepri.
Kepri, thank you. I like playing Kepri. It was fun.
I was either an Artemis main or I played as I called him Snuckbird, but he was Cuckoo Clan.
Depending how my team was structured, sometimes I would even change that. Sometimes I would even use Fenrir at times.
Yeah, and also the other third main that I always used was Saul.
Yeah.
She would always defend the back end.
Um,
But no, I loved Smite. I've been playing Smite since it was literally like nobody knew about that game.
yeah.
And I used to have a solid team where I would play it. So when League of Legends came around, I was like, oh, it's the same fucking thing. I don't want to play.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to that, like, this is also one thing I want to mention too. And I'm gonna throw the Pokemon card game in an example for that. And I don't know if a lot of people really understand about the game like that, but it's kind of similar to Magic in a way,
How so?
in the way of deck construction. Like, you don't really need to spend hundreds on a deck. If you want to, you can. But honestly, the really expensive cards,
Yeah.
they're really only expensive because of their rarity.
I
That's
know.
it. But and a lot of people who actually pay attention to the card's abilities out there, they would agree with what I say. A lot of the super rare cards that cost like, oh, this card's like $100, or oh, that card's
Don't
like $50.
do shit.
Not even just they don't do shit. Their abilities are ass.
I know.
Their abilities are ass. Their attacks are ass. So it's literally just a piece of cardboard that's meant to just look pretty. Which, again, nothing wrong with it if you like collecting
collecting cardboard.
If you again, for the collectors out there, it's great.
Right.
For
That's kind
an
of-
actual Pokemon card game player, it's like this shit's useless. And you know what's funny? A lot of the really useful cards will be those ones that are like $5.
You know what the funny thing is, and this is gonna circle back into what I was talking about with Magic and when they
Yeah.
introduced the Spider-Man. I kind of feel like Wizards of the Coast knew that Magic players, the diehards, were getting bored.
Yeah.
You know, that's why they introduced the Commander style of play as opposed to Standard.
Which is fun.
I do.
I think it's really revamped the
It does.
game.
It's actually changed the way you play the game because the way that Standard could be is the same way that a Yu-Gi-Oh game could go,
Yeah.
depending on what kind of deck you were playing
And
with.
not only that, it kind of changes the flow a lot more.
It does. It also
So it
makes the
doesn't
games
feel-
last longer.
That too, and it also doesn't make it seem like it's like how other card games are.
Right. Listen, I'm old school. I've been playing since Alpha.
Yeah.
You know, I loved Standard. I only learned how to play Commander within the last year.
Yeah.
You know, because again, while I was paying attention, I still was hesitant to dip my toe back into the Magic world because I knew
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna have a problem. I knew I was gonna have a problem because when it comes to Magic the Gathering is like my game. I
Yeah.
love the lore, I love the world, I love the game, I love everything about it. It's just my game. Maybe it's because I learned it when I was really fucking little. Like
Yeah.
I was 9 or I was 9 and 10 when I learned how to play this game. So I've been playing this game for over 30 years.
Yeah.
With breaks.
It's kind of similar to me when it came to the Pokemon card game. Like, I started playing it a lot more. Honestly, I played it more when it was in the Game Boy game. And you know what really saddens me a lot?
What?
Is that a lot of these fucking people that actually sell the trading cards and stuff for Pokemon, like, I'll ask them, it's like, oh yeah, I remember playing the game, especially the one on the Game Boy, and they're just like, oh what? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Don't tell me you just said what.
Listen.
What do you mean what?
Listen. Listen.
I'm listening.
It brings me to my point where I was worried that Magic was going to become the card collector game where people were just collecting the cards because they want to have the cards and driving price point up and making it harder for the actual players to get their hands on things, which unfortunately it has. But that
I have
is-
my thought, but go ahead.
there is the eventuality with any card game that is either becoming popular, is popular, or becoming popular again. Don't get me wrong. I personally do not know how to play the Pokemon card game, but do I have a ton of Pokemon cards? Yes.
Do you want to know something where I still say it's not going to be like Pokemon? Because it doesn't have that same appeal. Hold on. Let me explain my reasoning behind that.
I'm listening.
What I mean by that is that they don't have a digital game attached to that has nothing to do with trading cards.
They're
There's-
trying to now.
They're trying to, but it's still not.
Not there yet.
It's not a. It's still a card game.
We jumped out a
We're talking about like a
window.
game that literally started off. Technically, didn't even start off as a card game.
No.
And then eventually they transferred into a card game.
No.
With Magic, that's not the case. It's always remained a card game.
Correct.
Which, unless you're really into playing Magic like that, it's never gonna get the same way as Pokemon is.
No, I don't. Again, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just seeing, and again, as a person that
Yeah.
has a store now, I'm on the other side.
What I do see though is that prices really do go up, mostly for when it's a new release,
Of course,
and then afterwards, after a certain amount of time, then the prices go down.
a little, depending on how good the game, the release was. So, Lorwyn, the Lorwyn Eclipse when it first came out,
Yeah,
one of my favorite sets to drop to date since I got back into the game.
yeah,
Because I always loved Lorwyn, the original.
yeah.
So when they did Lorwyn Eclipse,
Thinking about that too. I might want a booster box of Lorwyn. I never got one. But go ahead.
I have.
Yeah, I need to get a booster box.
I'll sell it to you.
Okay.
That's okay. But yeah, hey, guess what? Did you know that we have those kind of items on my Shopify?
Yes,
The
we do.
Phoenix Gate Shopify has all these things that we're talking about, as well as Pokemon too. So, I mean, again, I'm not just a pretty shiny cardboard collector like some of these other people when it comes to Pokemon. I am learning how to play the game. I mean, Crimson here has taught me the basics of Digimon
Yes.
so far. He's also promised to teach me Yu-Gi-Oh eventually. Just so that I know how to play, because I do host game nights.
I'm gonna make it in a way where it's not overwhelming, because if we're gonna use structure decks.
That's fine. I just
The
need to
same
know how to
way-
play.
Yeah.
So that way, when I have people that come into my store who want to join us on game nights, which we do every Thursday right now, we're also doing it. We're starting to introduce it on Mondays, just for now. And eventually, we are probably going to have tournament Saturdays.
Yeah.
We're slowly getting there. The store's only been open since February. Don't fucking judge us. But
Yeah.
the other big thing is that we are definitely, I need to, as a game master, somebody that's there running the show,
Yeah.
I need to be able to be knowledgeable on how to play the game as well as, sell it. I don't want to be like
Yeah.
some of these fucking Riris that I've seen at these fucking TCG shows that sit there with their fucking phone out on TCG fucking collector or TCG.com just to tell me
What the price
what
of the
the
card
price
is.
of the card is, even though I know what it is. I know what this card does, and you're still gonna rip me off. This is a
Yo.
thing. This is a thing. DigiNan was telling me, we were talking about the
Yeah.
card show, because I want to talk about the card show next.
Yeah.
And he says to me, since he's been doing the card thing a lot longer than me when it comes to collecting, not necessarily, he doesn't play, but I taught him how to play
Yeah.
Magic too, so we're fine.
Yeah.
He told me that as soon as he sees a seller that brings out a laptop on anything that they're holding, he immediately goes, I'm not interested, because he knows he's about to get chiseled.
Oh yeah.
Okay, the same way that he literally will sit there, and if the guy that's selling the stuff has to scan the card, he doesn't want it. He's like, no, I know you're about to fuck me. If you knew what you were doing, if you were a vendor that knows what the fuck you're selling, you would not need to look it up.
So I can both agree with what DigiNan is saying, but also disagree at the same time.
Well, yes,
The reason why?
market changes.
Yes, because
I know.
it drastically changed. Because that's the thing. Sometimes they're not trying to do that just to charge you more. They could be trying to charge you less.
I agree. And that's the other reason why I'm not, like, I did say to him, I go, well, you're not a vendor. You don't really understand. And he goes, well, explain it to me. And I did. And he goes, oh, I go, same way. So I took a dive into Pokemon,
Yeah.
selling it, not playing it, selling it. I've never sold Pokemon before.
Yeah.
First set that I've ever sold was the Chaos Rising that just came out.
Yeah.
Okay? Incredibly hard to get my hands on at first. And now, basically, because it wasn't a very good set,
It wasn't great. It was
mid.
I would say it was good. It was good, not great. There's a difference.
Right.
So it was a good set. It wasn't like amazing. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't like
It had some pretty cards.
it did. We both pulled the Greninja, the chaser card that was in there, which is amazing.
Uh-huh.
Loved it. I love the artwork. Greninja's probably one of my favorite water type Pokemon out there. Great art on the design. And what's
Agreed.
funny is I actually got the full evolutionary line.
Yeah.
So I was pretty happy about that.
I have it too.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm
yeah.
just saying. So, as somebody who is a vendor, I get that at slightly less than MSRP because I'm buying wholesale. I'm buying directly from the company, so I'm getting it whatever. And MSRP for these boxes when they first came out was $140.
I think when you were selling
120.
it, 120, and then it dropped down slightly a little bit.
Dropped down
110.
dropped down to 110, and now it's being sold for 80 or 90.
Yeah, I think I saw my comic book store that's like right around the corner from me.
Yeah.
They were selling it for 80.
So, prime example of this, right? Now, keep in mind I said Chaos Rising.
Yes.
That specifically. There are other sets that were really, really fucking good that I got again, because I was not in the Pokemon seller game, not in
Prismatic.
the Ascended Heroes, all that stuff. That was right before I got into whatever it is that I'm doing now.
Yeah.
I noticed that those boxes, some people are still selling some of those boxes for like $4 and change.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, but why?
You want to know why?
Yes.
They're fucking scalpers.
I know.
Fuck. It's like, listen, you want to know something? And this is going to be for the people out there. If you ever see me vending any of the merchandise that I have, once I get my hands on distro for Pokemon cards or any sort of card game at all,
Very hard to get your hands on that.
which I'm not gonna go out of my way and go to a store and then purchase them and then try to mark up the prices.
No.
But you come to my table, you're gonna get them at MSRP. But there's gonna be one caveat: you gotta open it at the table. There's no taking it sealed. You opening the box at the table.
What?
Yeah.
Can't fucking dictate that.
Oh no, I can't. It's my product. I'm the one selling it.
Yeah, that's fair. But you also can't tell the customer what to do with the product. What if they don't
No.
want to open it?
Then there's no sale. Sorry. Or better yet, I'll sell it to you at a marked up price then.
That's fair.
So it's either you take it at the price that it is remaining sealed, or you can purchase it from me at MSRP and you crack it right at the table.
That's true. That's true.
It's that. Listen, I saw another vendor doing that. Not during the convention that we went to, but I've been noticing like on Facebook, my Facebook feed. Dude, there's this one vendor and they're doing that, and it's like, dude, that's amazing because it just kind of helps.
Keep the market down.
Keep the market down, and it also keeps scalpers from buying off of you and then marking up the price.
I actually had that happen.
Yeah.
So I managed to get my hands on a couple of cases of the ETBs, right?
Mm-hmm.
For Chaos Rising. And I got it at a decent price. And I reached out to a couple of people that are also in my store.
Yeah.
A couple other the vendors. And one of them jumped on it immediately and was just like, yeah, I'm going to do it. So I sold him a case. He immediately marked that case up and was selling each box for over, I think it was $160 that he had them on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Bitch. So, and then he even apparently swindled other guys in the store that needed those boxes and sold them $20 over what he paid me for those boxes.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. That's
He's
why,
a scumbag. I don't like him.
See, and that's why I'm gonna be going forward with that sort of I don't know what mindset where you want it cheaper from me.
Yeah.
You open it in front of me.
Well, see, now here's my other problem with the card show that we went to. Now,
Oh my God. I finish what you guys say, but I got something to say about one fucking vendor that I was at.
personally, I do enjoy going to card shows because
Yeah.
I like seeing everything. And plus, there might be that one card that I don't have. But here's my problem. When I go to card shows like this, it is so fucking hard to find people that vend Magic.
Yeah.
The only stuff that I ever see is every single vendor, Pokemon.
To be fair,
Pokemon.
I will say this. They did on the flyer specifically state, because you didn't see it, but I did. They specifically stated sports cards and Pokemon cards.
That's fine, but have variety.
How many? I don't really see that many distros of vendors going out and selling their stuff. They usually have a store,
That's true.
and they'll usually stay at that store. Which
Eh.
I even asked the guy at the guy at the comic book store. I was just like, "Yo, dude, you sell a lot of card stuff. Why don't you go out and vend them?" He's like, "I don't want to. We'll sell them just fine at the store." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, no,
That's
listen,
fine.
if you have a brick and mortar 99.9% of the time, you don't need to do shows like this. But I know guys that have brick and mortars that still go to shows.
I guess it really just comes down to the person too.
It does. It
I mean,
does.
and this guy's an old head too, because he sells comics at his store too.
Thanks for another
And he's more of a
experience.
comic book person than he is trading cards.
Oh,
But
yeah.
he sells a lot of dude. He even complains, it's like, oh, more Pokemon people. My God. Like,
I know.
But it's just like, but you're making money though. He's just like, yeah, I know.
Well, that's actually, we were talking to one of the vendors there, and he was actually the only vendor that I actually liked. Because first off, he looked me in the eye,
yeah.
not my chest.
Ah.
Yeah. That was happening to me the whole...
Was it the couple that we were talking to?
Yes.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah.
Yes, it was the couple that we were
Cool
talking
guy. I didn't get a chance to. Oh my God. I did get a chance to get his name, but I completely forgot
Blaine?
about it.
I think it was Blaine or Blake.
I think it might have been Blake.
I think it might have been Blake.
It was him, and then there was the other guy that I bought a bunch of fucking first
Yeah, no,
editions
he
from.
was cool, but he, again, wouldn't look me in the eye. And I wasn't even wearing a low-cut shirt. So, fuck you guys, number one. Number two, the smell.
I mean, that's most conventions, honestly, at this point. It's like, is it really even worth complaining about anymore?
Also, like, the other thing that really kind of pissed me off is that, like, people there were kind of fucking rabid.
They are, and especially if there's a lot of kids, too. Like, I noticed that.
I was going to punt some children. I'm not going to deny it.
But one thing I will say is that,
But that guy was very nice.
yeah,
He
no,
took the
was a
time to
really
talk
cool
to
guy.
us.
Yeah.
He even said, I even said, I was like, are you new? He goes, yeah, I'm actually a really new vendor.
He just, I think he told me, I remember hearing him say, it was like, oh, I've been doing this for like 6 months now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, and I was like, well, what got you into it? He goes, because basically Pokemon is printing money. I'm like, yeah, but do you even play? And he goes, I used to, but now I don't. And I'm like,
You want to know why? It's because a lot of people don't, like, they're all about collecting it now.
I don't disagree. Listen, no shame in the game. I'm a fucking seller too. But what pisses me off is that when I go to these conventions, you have these obvious chuds who are sitting on the other side of the fucking table. Some know what the fuck they're talking about. Some fucking are just there for the bottom dollar. And
Yeah.
I would rather buy from somebody that actually knows the game, knows the system, knows like about anything.
It's more, I feel more justified supporting them. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, other than the guy that obviously is out here just to make a quick buck.
Oh yeah, no, like that one fucking guy that was trying to, like
That fucking Gengar.
the stupid
Ugh.
mind you, for the people out there, a non-hollow first edition Gengar. This dude was planning on trying to fucking oversell the shit out of that card.
Yup.
It wasn't even a hollow. If it
Nope.
was a hollow first edition, I'll be like, all right, cool. I think that thing was like, at least for a non-hollow, and it wasn't even in great condition. It was
No.
like heavily to moderately played, like between there.
Yeah.
Like, and he was, and I looked at it, I'm like, yo, this thing's probably gonna be worth like $38. Like, and he was like, oh, I'm not trying to sell it for that low. I'm like, but that's how much it would be worth.
What makes me laugh about it is that he didn't even know it was in there until we found it digging through his shoebox.
Are you kidding me? That there was a hollow Charizard, not base set or anything. It was a reprint one, but it had the design of the base set one, and that card was worth slightly over $100
Yeah.
in there. I immediately put it back because I'm just like, first off, the condition wasn't right for me, and two, I already had spent a good amount of money throughout the rest of that convention. I'm not gonna spend another $100+ on that. So I was
That's
like,
true.
nope. But still, like that first edition Gengar, it was not going to be worth. And I told him straight to his face, I'm like, this is not a hollow. It's not gonna be
I
worth
know you
a
were.
shit ton of
You
money.
literally were sitting there, and I was just like, he goes, "Well, do you want it or not?" No.
No, I mean, like, yo, and then he was like, and when I was telling him, and I was just like, well, it was just like, I'll have to
Pass on that.
pass on selling it. I'm like, all right. I mean, bro, I was not gonna be buying it for whatever fucking price you were gonna give, because that $38 is probably as much as you would have gotten for this condition.
Yeah.
The condition alone. If it was in pristine condition, like a first edition non-hollow, it probably would have been like $80 at the very least.
Okay.
$80. Okay, cool.
Still expensive, but it's also a first edition. That's
It's a
over
first
30 years
edition.
ago.
Yeah. Now, if it's a hollow, it would have been like $200 more.
Right.
Like,
of course.
and that's again justified. I get it. One of the the first set of Gengars. I'm pretty sure it was base set Gengar.
Yeah, it was.
So it's like I get it. Definitely would have been worth
Listen,
the money. But
I am not shaming the hustle at all. I'm not shaming that. What I'm shaming is the scalper.
Oh no, that too. But again, I was gonna. This is the point that I was gonna bring up because I had mentioned it before. If you remember, the whole thing with I mentioned about the card game for the Game Boy.
Yeah.
I mentioned it to him, and he was just like, "Huh."
Oh yeah,
like-
I caught that, and I was just like,
I was like, "Oh hell no! Don't tell me you're one of those." Like, come on, man. Like, at least say like, "Oh yeah, no, I kind of remember it." Like, yeah, I didn't play it too much or whatever. I was like, "All right, cool." This dude did not know anything. I could already tell.
No.
He did not know nothing about Pokemon. He just was selling. That's it. Which
Like,
again, like you said, no
again,
shame in the game.
no shame
but,
in the game. You could tell he was a sports card guy
Oh no, absolutely.
because the boxes that he was selling, people were opening up. They were trying to get stuff from the World Cup right now.
Yeah, like right now, I think right now, at that time when we were literally looking at some of the cards, there was a set of kids like right next to us, and they
Well,
were opening up
teenagers.
kids. And they were opening up a box of like soccer player cards, and one of them pulled like a I think it was like a fucking Ruby Messi card, which apparently was very fucking expensive.
Yeah. So Diginam to be able to tell you more about that stuff. He knows about the sports card stuff.
Yeah.
So he obviously, would be able to tell you more, but I do know that certain cards in these sports things are worth a lot fucking more. I know that
Oh, no, I
rookie
know.
cards are worth a lot more. I know that certain hollows are worth a crazy amount of money. I do know that.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised, but like the guy automatically, he didn't need to look up nothing when it came to that, but obviously he needed to look up everything when it came to Pokemon. And again, it's no shame in the game, but you could also tell from the amount of ETBs that they had that these are scalpers.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, fuck. It was like, what was it? The booster box.
$450 for a booster.
The booster box. I was like, bro, you're wildin'. $400 for, and then get it. Don't get me wrong. I understand it's Phantasmal Flames, but at the same fucking time, I've seen people selling it for at least like on the low end.
200.
No, not 200. More than that. I will justify that. It was definitely more than 200, but it was at least close to the low end of 300.
Okay.
Low end. And I'm like, yo, you're charging like an extra $100? Yeah, you're definitely a scalper.
Oh, without a doubt. Like, cause I double checked. I asked him. I said, "Well, how much are you selling your ETB for Phantasmal Flames?" "Oh, that's 200. Oh, okay. Well, what about for your Prismatic?" "Oh, that's 180. Oh, okay. Oh, but I'm willing to do a deal." "What's your deal?" "I'll drop it down to 170 for the Prismatic." I was like, "Okay, you're dropping off $10. Ooh, big whoop." And he's like, "Hey, I might even be, I could be talked lower into, with the Phantasmal." I'm like, "How low we talking?" He goes, "The lowest I'll go is probably 140. I'm like, "So you're willing to drop $60 off one, $10 off the other?"
You know why? Because it's just like, it's the probability of getting a terrestrialized Umbreon worth a lot of fucking money compared to that Charizard chaser, which I think that card right now is like worth like $800.
Yeah, but the Umbreon's worth a lot more.
Exactly my point. That's why he wasn't gonna be dropping that price down. It's like,
No.
yeah, no, fuck it. You want to take your chances? Go ahead and pay more.
That's fine. Listen, you and I have been to card games before. I mean, we're going to Collecticon next week.
Next weekend, yep.
We're going to Collecticon. We're returning to Collecticon, so obviously you guys can catch me, me and Crimson. We'll be there. Look for my bright red hair if you have to, and my loud ass mouth will be somewhere trying to cut deals, like I did last year.
Yep.
I mean, how many ETPs of Prismatic did I open last year? Like 3?
I think 2 to 3, yeah.
I opened like 3.
Somewhere around there.
Didn't really get any good hits, but I got what I love, because that's the other thing. if I'm buying Pokemon cards, and this is what I'll say is my closing thought on it. When it comes to the shiny cardboard game, I am definitely fucking addicted. There is no fucking no denying this. But I'm only truly addicted to Magic.
Yeah.
Pokemon for me is if I like the Pokemon. And
Yeah.
then also if I like the card.
Yeah.
So for me, if I'm going out there, like prime example, I bought 2 slabs of the
Legendary
birds
Mhm.
in the Rainbow Hollow and then regular Hollow.
Yeah.
They were already graded
50 and 60?
50 and 60, and they were graded at 9s.
Yeah.
I don't need a gem mint. While I would love one, don't not get me wrong. I don't need a gem mint for a card that I just want to look at and I think is pretty.
You know what's funny too? And I'm purposely buying acrylic slabs
Yeah.
on eBay.
Yeah.
Mainly because it's the slab look that makes it nice.
Yeah.
And it keeps it well protected. I'm already looking into, because there's a good amount of cards that I know for a fact I'm never going to send in for grading.
Oh, yeah, no.
Because I already know, unless it's like, first off, what's mind-boggling for the people out there if you don't know about...
10 million.
No, not that.
Oh.
Not that. Not the fact that the PSA's backlog is like a 10 million cards, but the Charizard card, the base set Charizard,
Yeah.
at a PSA 1, that thing is still expensive.
I know. I have 3.
And the fact that, but no, we're talking about still expensive in the sense of like, even if it was beat to shit,
I know.
it would be set one price. If you were to grade it and it still came back a 1, it would still get a price up on it
I know.
because it's graded.
I still have all my original
Solely.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
You know, and like that's the other thing. Like everybody's like, "Oh, you had those cards from back in the day." Yeah, because I liked Pokemon. I mean, I have the
Yeah.
motherfucker tattooed on me. I love Pokemon. But this is where my closing thought was for this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go crazy like these scalpers do.
No.
I'm not gonna go crazy like some of these collectors do. If I see something I like, yay! Like, listen, if I could ever get my hands on a Bubble Mew, I would be happy as a pig in shit. Not because I want to resell it or anything, but because Mew is one of my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
I would literally put it where I could look at it and love it and happy and all that thing. It wasn't because I need it for the money or the clout. It's because I literally genuinely love Pokemon.
Oh yeah, same here. Like I like, granted, it's like, oh yeah, I know I got a couple cards that are worth a lot, but I'm like, doesn't mean I would sell them.
No. No.
Like if I send in some of the cards that I would send in for grading, honestly, and I'm going to knock on wood.
Yeah.
Fuck, if my family needed the fucking money for my funeral, you're like, hey, sell the fucking cards. You got the money right there.
Word.
Like,
Because we can't take them with us.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, yo, just sell the fucking cards if I die.
But I don't know. The card show, other than like obviously the fact that we're dealing with like ravenous little brats and
Yeah.
fucking people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. It was nice.
I had fun.
I did.
I even did shiny hunting, which is fun.
I helped you.
Yeah, I did shiny hunting. I got a couple of the sets for the Shining Fates.
Yeah.
Which is good. I got a good chunk of that finished, so that I was actually pretty happy about that. And just in general, like getting cheap first edition cards that are in amazing condition. Honestly, that whole day, my best haul,
That's Steelix.
that's Steelix. That first edition Steelix.
Wait,
Hollow?
Steelix or Onyx?
Steelix.
It's a Steelix.
I did get an Onyx card, but it was a different it wasn't a hollow.
Yeah.
That first edition Steelix, oh, just so gorgeous. I even showed it to one of my friends and he was just like, dude, how the fuck did you get it in such a great condition? I'm like, dude, honestly, and me and here we're talking about it, I'm pretty certain they pulled that thing fresh out of a pack.
Oh, without a
There's
doubt.
no way.
There's
Let me not
no
say
way.
there's no way. It had nowhere.
It could be one of
nowhere
those
on
people
the
that
hollow.
literally had it sitting in a binder this whole time.
Most likely that's the only other way I can think of.
Yep.
Like this person that was selling it found it in a binder. What's insane is that I looked it up and I understand now why it costs as much as it does at a grade 10. Because it literally there's because of the scarcity of
Yeah.
the condition
Mhm.
being so great, the amount on just a grade 10 is over $5,000.
That's insane.
It's amazing.
It's insane. But any closing thoughts from you?
In terms of honestly, in terms of card games, man, the best thing I can say for the people out there, if you're getting into a card game, get into it because you like it.
Yeah.
Don't get it into it because I could try to see if I can make some money and make profits. And listen, you can collect. Unless you're one of those people that vend and you want to make money and you want to help pay for creating a business and doing it, that's obviously something you got to do. That's fine. But once you do, I recommend for the people out there that are planning on doing that, just get to understand the card game a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because then you understand a lot of the reasoning behind, especially, I'm going to use Magic, for example.
Yep.
And I'm going to use Digimon, too, because Digimon is also, in some ways, similar to Magic when it comes to its pricing.
Uh-huh.
A lot of those cards, sometimes they go up in price because of how good their abilities are.
I agree. That's
But-
the other reason why I'm being very serious when I say I don't want to be one of those sellers that sells things just because I want to make money. I want to sell
Yeah.
it because I know the game.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, that's the only thing I have for the people out there just looking to play a card game or even looking to just vend as a TCG vendor.
yeah.
So
Well, catch us at Collecticon next week. We'll be posting up everything on our social media, as always. So give us a like and a follow. And we'll catch you guys next time. Say bye.
yep, bye bye.
It's good.
Yeah.